Right, so let us start. We have to complete that lesson. It is in the last part of the lesson. Okay. So Indus Valley civilization we have been learning, and some more part of it we have to complete. After we complete, then we discuss about all the other things. Okay, before I start your class, I just want to know how did you write your exams? How did you feel the paper? How was the paper? Whether the paper was easy? Very good. Okay, very easy. Many of you are sending the message very easy, very good. Easy, very good. Fine. So I'm happy to see the message with easy. Good. What about the others? I got only on 15 to 16 responses only. Easy question answer, Edushan. Very good. Very good, Ritu. Very good. So even the boys also sent the message. It was easy. Let me see. I have given you choice because the first time you all are going to write your exam, and especially you all are at home. You should not get afraid of that, afraid of your exam. That is why I have given you choice so that you can feel comfortable. Okay, one time if you know your paper like how it is, the next time you will automatically learn. You will have the interest towards it. Okay, so that is basically for that reason only I have set the question paper with choices. So now I am able to get the messages very easy. Next time also you have to continue learning in the same way, but don't lose your hope and don't give any choices when you learn. You have to learn everything. Okay, fine, children, because you know very well you all are in ninth standard. Very soon, maybe by the end of the December or the beginning of the January, you will be starting your 10th standard. So you have to give the basic for the 10th standard. Okay, now itself you have to put your effort, and that when because of that effort only you're going to face your 10th standard. Okay, it is a very hardest time. We all are at home. We are not able to meet each other in person. The only hope is by seeing your mark. That will give you confidence how much you have learned. Okay? Yes. So next time also you have to have the same hope in learning and writing your exam. Fine, children. So marks you will be getting. Okay, give me one more day. You will be getting your marks. Fine, children. Yes. Okay, anyhow, before this week gets over, everybody will get your marks. You know that the number downloading the paper, then correcting the paper, then setting it to mail, it takes a lot of time. Though it is 25 marks, it takes around 5 to 6 minutes for a paper. Okay, to download a paper, then correct it, then send it to the mail ID. Everything takes time. Okay, I have to check ma. Ragini, I will check. Now only you have told me, no, you had some problem. So I will check it out and tell you. Okay, children. So I whatever I wanted to say, whatever I wanted to ask, I asked everything. Let us continue with the lesson. This lesson is quite big lesson. That is why it's taking a lot of time. And otherwise, you have to learn. You have to know the civilizations. Okay. So this is what we have seen before the exam. Indus Valley civilization, economy and trade. We have seen. I hope you remember now. These are the textiles and ornaments they used. They made carnelian, copper, and gold ornaments. Okay. Faience, stoneware, shell bangles were also used. Some of them had etched designs. Etched design means some kind of a design which has modern days. Okay. And the Harappans exported them to Mesopotamia. All these were exported to Mesopotamian civilization. From Harappan civilization, it was exported to the Mesopotamian civilization people. You can see the type of the ornaments that they have made at that time itself. So the dress was made of cotton and woolen. They wore two pieces of dresses for the men and women they were wearing. Men wore dhoti, women wore skirts, and for the upper garment, they wore the shawl, okay, around their shoulder. These are all the ornaments like necklaces, amulets, finger rings, headdress, earring, bangles, girdles, bracelets, anklets. All these those people wore, okay. And people whoever were considered as rich people, they were using gold, silver, and ivory ornaments. People whoever were considered as poor, they were wearing shell, bone, copper ornaments. Men had beards, hair combed backwards, okay, and cut short or coiled in a knot on the top of the head, like a Chinese. You remember now in films and all, you would have seen knot on the head, hair combed backwards. Women tied hair tightly. They used the hairpins, okay, combs, and they used the cosmetics. And Harappan civilization was mainly urban because we have learned that it was the first urban civilization and it was fully based on the trading only. The inhabitants means the people whoever lived in Indus Valley civilization, they traded with the Mesopotamia, southern India, that is southern part of India, Afghanistan, and Persia for gold, silver, copper, and turquoise. So these are the trades and commerce that only I have told you. The seals, this one you have to know. Traders carried on trade in the country as well as with other countries like Egypt, Babylon, and Afghanistan. Many seals were found in Mesopotamia. This shows that they had trade relationship with the Mesopotamia. I have told you that other day, seals, we know very well that when we go to a shop, whichever shop it is, they keep a seal and give. Okay, for the identification of that shop, that is the good is purchased from that shop. Same way, these traders also used the seals. Okay, these traders also used the seals. The seals were made of terracotta and were used by merchants to stamp their goods. They used, people of the Indus Valley people used weights and measures in their business transaction. That is 1 kg, 2 kg we talk now. Same way they used the weights and measures at that time. They used 16 and its multiples. That also I have told you. 64, 160, 320. That is multiples of 16. So these are the standard weights and measures. You can see the square shape, cube shaped. Cubical weights were found in graduated sizes in Harappa. And these weights conformed to the standard Harappan binary weight system that was used in all of the settlements. Okay, they had control over the trade and collecting the taxes. For these two purposes, these weights were very useful because in order to put a tax according to the weight of the good only, they will levy the tax. For that, these weights were very much useful. Okay, and they used the smallest weight is 0.856 gram and the most common weight is 13.7 gram. They used the copper plates for weighing the weighing balances. Tarasu, weighing balance means tarasu that was made of copper. Okay, and this is the ratio which is doubled. That is that doubling the ratio only they used for the weights. So we have seen about this, the seals. The seals are considered as the first art objects found in India. More than 2000 seals have been found and in size they range from 3/4 inch. 3/4 means you know that. Okay. to about 1.5 inch. The shape is mostly square and sometimes round as well. Okay, and sometimes interestingly, when we say means there is a pierced bars at the back to put a cord to be used as a piece of jewelry. Some of the weights they used this as jewelry also. The seals of various media such as steatite, that is the seals were made of steatite, copper, terracotta and ivory. All these were found in the Harappan sites. Okay, and all these were used for the trade activities. Harappan script, when we talk about the Harappan script, some of the Harappan script, still it is not deciphered. Deciphered means able to find out what language it is written and able to find out the meaning of it. That is called deciphering. But still, some of the Harappan sites are not deciphered. About 5,000 texts have been documented from the Harappan sites. Okay, some scholars thought that the script is in Dravidian language. The script is in Dravidian language. So these people, they used all the arts and amusement. That is, they enjoyed their life with all kind of art and music and many things. They enjoyed their life. They had everything. And even they used all the terracotta figurines. They used to paint on the pottery, and all the images, statues were made out of the bronze. Okay, they used to make the statues out of various metals. Here, the priest king was made of steatite, and dancing girl was made of bronze. When we talk about Harappan culture, immediately they will show you a picture with a dancing girl which was made out of the bronze. Even the stone sculptures were also found from Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, and Dholavira. So children used to play with the toys at that time. They used a toy cart, rattle, wheels, tops, marbles, hopscotches. All these were made out of terracotta. Okay, we say now gundu, bambaram, all that we say in Tamil now. Those people also played at the time, but all those objects were made of terracotta. Okay, so these are all some of the art and craft specimens you can see here. Okay. So religion, when we talk about religion, it is like of a Hindu culture, that is polytheistic religion. Some many of them worship different gods and goddesses. Okay, and this kind of a statue shows the image of God Shiva. Other figures also relate to Mother Goddess, fertility figures, and worship of the cattle also. Even mainly the people worshipped people trees. They worshipped people trees. So imagine that time itself they started worshipping God Shiva also. Harappan people. Now you need not go into that red color one. Harappan phase is divided into three. Early Harappan phase, mature Harappan phase, and late Harappan phase. Just years are given, whichever is highlighted in yellow color only, just we have to see. It is not given in your book, just we have to know about it. Early Harappan phase is 3500 BC to 2600 BC. Mature Harappan phase is 2600 to 1900 BC. And late Harappan phase is 1900 to 1400 BC. Okay. Now let us see the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. So the last one we have seen, no, that was the time the Harappan Valley civilization started declining. Okay, started declining. Why? Let us see. There are many evidences. It may be natural disaster, it may be man-made thing, it may be some kind of wars. Let us see what it is. So the evidence of natural disaster. The most common held theory used to explain the decline of the Harappan culture is that climatic changes. Okay, due to the climatic changes, long-term drought. Okay, it was continued for 5 to 7 years. How it will be without water, with the food shortages, crops cannot grow. How the situation will be? Because of that, people started dying, and so slowly people started vacating the places, and that is why Harappan civilization declined. So this environmental disaster coupled with the repeated floods also. So even the land where there is some water, that area was flooded. So all the cultivable lands and crops also got damaged. Okay. Yes. So one of the reason is natural disaster. Let us see here the possibility of an ancient tsunami. Some geographists have begun to theorize that such a disaster could have been responsible for the end of Harappan civilization. Which one tsunami happened at the time? That is, geophysicists they are telling. This theory is based upon the premise that a massive wave could have reached inland, traveling up the Indus and Saraswati rivers simultaneously. So tsunami would have occurred, and due to that tsunami, it would have reached the rivers, and through that rivers, it would have flooded the region and damaged everything. Okay, so one thing is natural disaster, another one, this is also natural disaster. They had a theory that tsunami would have occurred at the time. Next one, the Saraswati river runs dry. So another geological record says that Saraswati river, one of the main arteries of trade for the Harappans. It was used as an important river at the time by the Harappans. But in map itself now taken out fully. It is not shown in the map also Saraswati river. It is totally dried up when during the 20th century BC. Early during the 20th, it is totally dried up, but it was used as an important river for trade, okay, and commerce by the Harappan civilization. Okay, children. So this is what happened for the decline of the Harappan civilization. One is natural disaster. Some people thought that flood occurred in the rivers and some areas become dry. Okay, drought occurred, and because of that, decline of Harappan civilization happened. Other side, tsunami would have happened and would have damaged all the places through the rivers. Another one, Saraswati river runs dry because of that trade stopped. People couldn't do agriculture. So again, a drought occurred, famine occurred. So anyhow, because of the river systems, it may be flood or tsunami or it got dried up. The Harappan civilization, or we can say that Indus Valley civilization declined. Okay, hope you would have understood. So that's it. Okay, that's it about this lesson. You would have learned all the Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, okay, which is called as a cradle of civilization. Another one, you learned about the Indus Valley civilization. You have learned about Akkadians, Sumerians, all those people. Okay. We have 10 more minutes, so we just recall whatever we have learned quickly for 8 to 9 minutes. We will just revise it. Then you will have an idea. Then after that, we go for the question answer session. So this definition of civilization we have seen. Civilization is defined as highly organized society marked by advanced knowledge of trade, government, arts, science, and often time written language. Okay. So here societies are more organized. Why do we say that as civilized civilization? Societies are more organized. They practiced crafts. They engaged in trade and exchange. They adapted science and technology. They formed political organizations. So important civilization. These are all the 4 river valley civilization. This map is very important. You have to practice it. A is Egypt. Sorry. Here it is marked with A, B, C, D. Okay, A is Egyptian civilization, B is Mesopotamian civilization, C Indus Valley civilization, D Chinese civilization. So this is how you should be able to mark. Okay. So we have seen about Indus Valley civilization. It is one of the oldest civilization we have seen. Okay, it is bounded by Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea. It is located in the northeastern corner of African continent. An important river is Nile River, okay, which is from Lake Victoria. It is also called the gift of Nile. Egyptian civilization also called the gift of Nile. So we have learnt about pharaohs. He was believed to be the living god on the earth by the Egyptians. He was believed to be the living god on earth by the Egyptians. We have learnt about the society. So pharaohs, viziers, nobles, priests, scribes. Priests, scribes. Okay. So this is the order of the class: pharaoh, priest and priestesses, nobles, merchant, artisans, scribes and doctors. Scribes means, I told that these are the people who are appointed by the kings to maintain the record by writing. Okay, then below that, peasant, farmers and slaves. So whichever given in red color are the lower class, blue color middle class, and all the other three green color upper class. Okay, all that we have learned: lower class, middle class. Middle class, if you see, scribes, artists, merchants, and doctors. Next one, upper class. Okay, this also we have seen. In the upper class only, pharaohs were there. Mainly for those, these are the important famous Egyptians: Akhenaten, Khufu, Hatshepsut, and this is Ramesses II. Some famous pharaohs again: Nefertiti, Amenhotep III, okay, and Tutankhamun, Cleopatra. This is Ramesses II. Okay, at that time 322 pharaohs were there. The most important pharaoh is Tutankhamun. Most important pharaoh is Tutankhamun. Upper Egypt pharaohs wore a red crown, and the lower Egypt pharaohs wore white crown. Upper Egypt red crown, lower Egypt white crown. So this is what we have seen. River Nile played a very important role for the development of the agriculture in Egyptian civilization. So these are the important things they have done. They cultivated wheat, barley, millets, vegetable, fruits, papyrus, and cotton. Okay, even the papyrus was used for making rope mats, sandals, and paper. They domesticated cattle, sheep, goats, and pigs, hunted the wild animals. Even they had the pets like dogs, cats, and monkeys. They had a trade contact with Lebanon, Crete, Phoenicia, Palestine, and Syria. They imported goods like gold, silver, and ivory. Okay, they acquired lapis lazuli, an important precious stone which is of blue color, from Afghanistan. So papyrus, we know that, and the Egyptian mummies, we know mummification. So what is the purpose of the mummification? We know that because they believed that they have life after death. Okay, the first mummy was Osiris. The first mummy ever made was that of Osiris. So these are some art and architecture. So important monuments are pyramids, Giza pyramid, and the Great Sphinx of Giza, which is of massive limestone image of a lion with a human head. Okay. This is Ramesses II sculpture. Okay. Religion in Egypt, polytheism they followed. That is the belief in many gods. Monotheism, the belief in one god. They had, all the Egyptians had the control over the forces of nature. They identified their gods with the head of cats, jackals, dogs, falcon, cows, hawks, etc. They worshipped nearly 2000 gods and goddesses. And the two important chief gods were Amon-Ra and Osiris. Okay, even they formed the basis of Egyptian art, medicine, astronomy, literature, and government. All these we have seen. So this one you should know. The Book of the Dead helped Egyptians survive the dangerous journey into the underworld, providing spells, charms, and formulas. What is the name of the book which contained all that? That is the Book of the Dead. These are the gods and goddesses: Ra, Osiris, Horus, Isis, Thoth, Sekhmet, Anubis, and this is Bast. Hieroglyphics form of writing only they were followed, and even pictograms, all these they developed from the pictograms, because initially they used the pictograms. After that it was changed into ideograms. Okay, so I hope you would have understood, children. So till Egyptian civilization we have seen. Other three civilization we will learn in the form of question answers. Okay, do you have any doubt in this? Do you have any doubt in this? Just go through the lesson. In case if you have any doubt in between, we will discuss it in the next class.